Welcome to a brand new mini-series starting somewhat ironically here at the Nerd Base as four nerds hit the road for the Big Nerd Road Trip. Folks, and welcome to a very special video as this is part one of a four-part mini-series I'm calling the Big Nerd Road Trip. This past weekend, me, Dan from the Dan and Games Man podcast, my good friend Kieran and my wife went on an epic road trip to four amazing nerd shops in one day. And this is part one as we're hitting up a shop I've never been to, the Nerd Base in Canvey Island. Now, I've been to the main Nerd Base store in Battlebridge where this series will conclude, but I've never been to the store on Canvey Island, and I'm super excited to see what we can find this time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and please subscribe as I put new videos out every Saturday night at 5 as well as bonus content throughout the week, and I really want you folks along for the ride. Remember, this is just part one of a four-part mini-series. We still have 3 more stops on this epic Nerd Road Trip, and trust me, you don't want to miss a single stop. Our first stop this time for the Big Nerd Road Trip is somewhat ironically the Nerd Base here on Canvey Island. Now, I visited the main Nerd Base store, as I said earlier, but I've never been to this one. And trust me, if you've never visited a Nerd Base store, this is the best place to find retro toys, collectibles, games, all of the things I love. And even though this is a slightly smaller store, it is still absolutely packed with everything I love. And a somewhat running theme this episode, there is a lot of new Fallout merch out, and I love the Fallout game series and the Fallout TV series. So this is something I was very excited to see, and I'm very excited for season 2 of the Fallout TV show. We are just weeks away, and I'm loving seeing the merchandise ramp up for this series. But of course, it's not just me hunting this time. Joining me for the Big Nerd Road Trip will be my wife, my good friend Kieran, and Dan here, who you may recognise from the Dan and the Games Man podcast. And one of Dan's favourite things to collect are Pokemon cards. And he went straight to the Pokemon cards here. And trust me, they had an amazing selection here at the Nerd Base.
Oh, look at the £22 Mewtwo. Mega Venusaur EX, 18. I quite like him.
Yeah.
And I like the Garbodor.
That's Umbreon.
That's cool. That's really cool, that one. That's ridiculous. Oh, look at that state of that Charizard. See, the thing is, you could kind of maybe grade. There's some very nice stuff like lower down.
Okay, so 10 Charmeleon.
Oh, that's
20 quid for a Charmeleon.
That's not bad.
I like that Ivysaur back there. That's good.
Yeah, no, Ivysaur's nice as well. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that Gengar.
He's proud of himself.
That's good. That's a strong Gengar. PSA 10 Marnie down there. There's quite a lot of graded stuff. Many graded slabs.
We'll leave Dan perusing Pokemon cards, but we'll be back with him very soon. As the other side of the store, there was a massive selection of Marvel figures and statues. And my friend Kieran, who's with us this time, is a massive Marvel fan. And he was looking for some very particular figures, but he was spoiled for choice because there was an incredible selection here, including these amazing X-Men 97 figures, which just held such nostalgic vibes to me. I know it's a re-release, but it just screams the 90s, and I absolutely love it.
So they don't have the 97 Gambit that I'm after, but there is the Colossus.
Where's the Colossus?
Down here that I do
that is
really
cool.
interested in. But I then spotted one thing that supersedes that.
Where are we going now?
Deadpool here.
That's really
That
cool.
is black and white inspired version.
Now, I'd never seen a lot of these large Marvel statues before, but these were incredible collector's items. These would look great boxed or unboxed on anyone's shelf, and honestly, the detail on these was so incredibly fine. These were really cool, but of course, when you're toy hunting, one of the hardest parts is picking what to pick up.
Me and Dan were then admiring that Deadpool because that is a very nice figure. It's like...
Yeah. It includes the comic book on the back as well.
Oh, Deadpool, yeah.
Yeah, the first edition.
Says 50.
£48.
Well, that's fine then. That's less than...
What I love about the Nerd Base is it caters for everyone. There is something here for everyone, including this sadly quite small Jurassic Park section, or should I say Jurassic World, but you know me, if there's anything Jurassic based, chances are I'm going to find it, even though sadly none of these made noises. I'm also a massive D&D nerd, and any kind of D&D merch I love to pick up, especially dice, because if you're a D&D player, you know you can never have enough dice.
Set in here. Monster Mash. Pretty heavy. That's terrifying.
They're all pretty troubling.
To have a really good. Oh, black and white.
They are very fun. Yes, but
They're cool. That's terrifying.
they're very cool.
160.
That's
Not bad.
That's surprisingly good.
Except for that.
Oh no.
And yeah. Are those two different sets of? Oh no, so this is TMNT. That's just
Yeah,
Power Rangers. I don't have one or two of these.
they're pretty cool.
I think they're like one of those sets.
Guys, guess what I found?
Just don't feel like it has
Look.
that much going on. The tipper.
Yeah, if you didn't have the big screaming face, you wouldn't really know it's
No,
TMNT.
no, but that's a forced crossover.
Oh, Discovery.
This is coming home. This is no. There's no. Oh my god! Look at the state of that.
Whoa.
Oh, it's so big and bulky. I have no room for it. Like, oh,
That's amazing though.
that's incredible. That was 100% the toy. It's like absolute bargain. That's
Oh
one-
yes.
Yeah, demon style. Yeah, there is.
This will fit in my bag. It's like just a picture. Yeah. Oh, even bigger turtles.
Many turtles. Ooh. That's fun as well.
That's very cool. I saw that last time.
Look at that face. I love him.
See, that's 130. But I genuinely think that's no two ways about it.
Oh, no.
But these are cool.
Very fun.
Like the new. Not the best likeness I've ever seen though.
No.
About 30, but then you know the thing is, if you buy one and you have to buy a friend, and they got some quite random
Yeah, well,
characters, really.
it wouldn't be one I'd pick.
No, but that's
Maximus,
oh,
yes.
That's some real heft compared to the rest. Like, I actually feel the weight of that compared to
crikey.
this one. Like, that's
Oh yeah. They got Goosey's mum as well. Or dad even. I forgot.
low key.
Duckwing Duck. There was a very good Duckwing Duck Loungefly bag right there as well.
Ooh, look, different stuff. Another big fallen. I feel like we're like in a prime time for fallen. It's another Will Goggins.
Love that.
And yeah, it's I think so. They're all ghouls.
He's a very ghoul.
Where is Ray Fillet? Genghis Frog. Genghis Frog. Mondo. They're like, it's a pretty cool one. Have you found some tails now as well? Crash Bandicoot. Some Roman Reigns. These Street Fighter figures are really cool as well. I like how they're like in the cabinets. Not to feel left out. There's a Tekken one.
Just Taihachi showing his butt off.
An even bigger turtle set. It's pretty cool.
No
But that's not bad. 40 quid. Assassin's Creed Unity figure. It's quite nice. Yeah, I like that. How fun is this? A roleplay gauntlet. That's by NECA. It's kind of cool. More turtles. These are always a set I quite like, but they're definitely trying to take the Ahsoka figures with it. But you have to like buy all of them, and they make this kind of cool display. But that's quite cool. And then, yeah, the first turtles. Do I have Ace Duck and Mutagen Man? 55, that's not bad. And these are a fun set. They're all stuck together. The Ultimate Turtles, because Raphael is cool but rude. Michelangelo's a party dude.
Amazing.
And then Leonardo leads. But the thing is, if you had 3...
Yeah, I'd be very annoyed that I don't have someone to do machines.
Yeah, that's a concerning...
Yeah, bad to say.
Mortal Kombat 1. Oh, that's cool. What's this? This looks fun as well. That's really cool. These are cool figures. And the Jeepers Creepers, man. Ooh, and the Predators. The everything.
I love when shops have a bucket like this. All these loose figures were just £3 each, and I have muted the sound here because honestly, it's a horrific sound hearing these figures smashing together. But there's some really good wrestling figures in here. I'm quite picky when it comes to my wrestling figures. I mainly collect the late 90s Jakks figures, and more specifically, the figures that go on the Titantron Live playset. But this Terminator 2 action figure was super cool, very tempting, but like I said earlier in the episode, the hardest part about shopping at the Nerd Base is deciding what to pick up. But thankfully today we're also Christmas shopping.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool. It actually includes the skin as well.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a cool little... See, I quite like these NECA ones, but the thing is, for me, because they're kind of like in the boxes, they don't display as well. Like they look, when they're like facing forward, they look cool. You're going to have to open them up to actually see the figure.
The alien looks so weird, just stood up straight.
It does look odd.
You've been told off.
This was really cool to see these kind of retro WWF Hasbro inspired WWE figures of newer superstars in that old school classic toy style. I love collecting the WWF Hasbro figures, and spoiler alert, we may be picking up some in a future episode of the Big Nerd Road Trip. Now of course the Nerd Base does also have games, only a small selection here, but today I'm mainly focusing on toys. But trust me, in the next episode of the Big Nerd Road Trip we find some incredible games. Our next stop, the Retro Hunter. When it comes to toy collecting, these are some of the most detailed, high quality toys you'll ever find. These Hot Toys figures, but these command a very high price tag, but are very impressive. Here's a cool toy line I've never seen before, these Mortal Kombat Classic with a K figures. Now these are inspired by Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, which is my favourite game from the franchise and would look really cool on anyone's shelf, or just imagine having these next to one of those arcade 1-up Mortal Kombat machines. Really nice display pieces.
Very much like, I like that one.
My vote for the most unpleasant is this.
I don't like that one. The Donatello is quite fun.
That's G1 Funkos? Nice.
I think they have Funkos, basically anything, pretty much everything. So if there's going to be badges, there's probably going to be a Dan there.
Absolutely.
That Silent Hill one is
Very
incredible. Like really cool. I do like the Silent Hill one very much.
Both the same price. Which one do I get? Yeah.
See, I don't know much about One Piece, so I'm kind of, it's lost on me a little bit.
Yeah. So I want Ace with the Flaming Fist. Sabo does have it. this is a slightly bigger figure.
So normally I'd say big is best, but I think that one's got more detail.
Yeah.
I'd go with that one.
Artist.
I would go with that one.
Yeah.
It's difficult. Or,
Yeah.
why not both?
Here's a Magic the Gathering set I've been tempted to pick up for a very long while, the Fallout Commander decks. But is it just me, or are the Commanders just a little bit meh? It kind of puts me off the whole set. But here's one which is a lot more affordable, the Assassin's Creed starter set. For around 15 quid, it's a great little pickup.
My weakness.
What have you found?
One of my many weaknesses.
Oh, that's... Oh, lenticular. Is that a mega bit?
I wish they put the lenticular print on the smaller cards.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
It's a bit
incredible.
unique.
That is nice. How many packs is that? Many.
Lots.
8, I believe.
Yeah. Plus, on it.
Crack one open for the boys. 8 packs is very good.
On the car ride down to the Nerd Base, we'd all been discussing our favourite retro toy lines, and one toy line which kept coming up was the original Ghostbusters figures. Now, I think this was a more modern box set, of course, but it was very cool and kind of retro inspired. But I just don't think these boxes display very well when they have the closed fronts so you can't see the figure. Like we said earlier with those NECA figures, but this was really cool. And I love this figure line. The Batman animated series figures. These always look super, super cool.
It's okay to have a look at the trainer's toolkits.
Just everything in there, and it's a mixture of Mega Evolution and Destined Rivals for pack
Oh,
wise.
so you get 4 packs in there. That's quite a good thing. So if you wanted just to open some packs, that could be a good option.
Come with display cases like this.
It is of interest.
And we've also got the next line as well, which is the Op-Up Throw.
No, I'm going to be good.
That's fair enough.
Cool down is when he sees his card. So I think it's good. I think it's a good pack for like 23.
Yeah, 2 Mega Evolutions, 2 Destined Rivals. That's very nice. And the Mega EX.
So is that the new set with Mega EX?
Base Mega Wings, and then Phantasmal is the next one.
Here we have the perfect gift for the nerd in your life who owns everything, this Catan Screaming Sheep. I have no idea who wants this, but I'm sure someone needs it.
Spooky Gengar. Ooh.
Ooh, that is a spooky guy. I also Mega Evolution as well.
Yeah. I think
Are you going to get a
Standard
pack?
Mega is like the base set, and then Phantasmal
Me.
is the next one.
Everyone's...
Yeah, my too.
There we had it, folks. That was the first stop on our big nerd road trip here at the Nerd Base. But stay tuned for next week where we continue our epic trip. Here we are then back in the games room after our first stop of our epic nerd road trip. And you would have seen in the video both Dan and Kieran showed you their pickups this time. And this is normally when we come back to the games room and you see what I picked up for my collection. But, of course, Christmas is just round the corner, and I also have a birthday in December. And one of the main reasons for this road trip this time was for my wife to do some Christmas and birthday shopping for myself. So I don't know what she picked up on my behalf from the Nerd Base. We'll have to wait until after Christmas, and I'll show you in a future pickups video. But fear not, we still have some pickups this time. So first off, we have my wife's pickups from the Nerd Base. Now, as you can see behind me, there are many Pokemon card chests. My wife is an avid Pokemon collector, and this set had just released when we went to the Nerd Base. It is this Mega Venusaur EX Premium Collection box. It has 1 foil promo card, 1 oversized lenticular card, a tech sticker, and 8 TCG booster packs. And this is a really nice set. Now you may be wondering, Dan, are you going to rip some packs? Now, of course we did buy some packs to rip while we're at the Nerd Base, but as a premium set, this is a set my wife is going to keep sealed. She is mainly a sealed Pokemon card collector, especially when they display as beautifully as this one. Unfortunately then, this time I will not be going through my pickups from the Nerd Base, but fear not, we have something very special instead, as I'm going to go through some of my best toy finds of 2025. I have saved all of my best finds from the year for this video. We're starting off with this very inconspicuous looking box right here, and this is carrying on the theme of Pokemon cards. Now this is an eBay pickup, and this for me is a box of massive nostalgia, as I'm going to say it now, these are empty boxes, but these are some of the boxes of the Pokemon trading card, the original run. So these are pre-made deck boxes. This is the Zap theme deck, and this was how I used to buy my Pokemon cards back in the day. Now these do not have any of the cards, but they do have the rule books, little bits like that. But for me, I just think these are going to make such cool display items, and there is a lot of these boxes in here. So we have the Team Rocket Trouble theme deck. I love the artwork of these early Pokemon cards. I just think it's absolutely incredible, and some of these do have random bits in the box. This one is, once again, just instructions. I'm sure one of these has a coin. We have the Brushfire theme deck. Some of these are a little crushed, but I reckon these will flatten out nicely. And this one does have some of the little energy kind of diamonds or gems, for lack of a better term. I just think the artwork of these, something else also fell out, is so good. We have the Pokemon Power Reserve theme deck. Like I said, some of these are a little bit bent, but I'm trying to find the best way to display these. I think it'd be probably getting some of the plastic case. We have the Brock theme deck, so we get some fighting Pokemon. And finally we have a second Team Rocket. This is the Devastation theme deck. Now you may be wondering why I picked up all these empty boxes. Well, I just been able to display absolutely incredible, and it was an offer I couldn't refuse. All 6 of these boxes for just £13 on eBay. Our next pickup is once again from eBay, and I paid just £30 for this item in this box. And this was a toy I wanted so much when I was younger. But of course, when you're a child, you can't just have every toy you want. But when you have adult money, you can rectify those childhood traumas. And this is one of my favourite toy lines of all time, simply because I love the TV show, I love the toy line, and I wanted to pick up as many of these boxes because just look at the artwork on this TMNT Playmates Cheapskate. It is a thing of absolute beauty. Now, when I was younger, I think I only had Shredder, a Foot Soldier, Bebop and Rocksteady. I don't think I even had any of the Turtles. I could be wrong. And I'm slowly building up a collection of these boxed vehicles because, well, just look at the artwork. And for cardboard, which is nearly 40 years old, this is in incredible condition. This is from 1988. I'm slowly getting the other vehicles. I already have the Footski. I already have the Turtle Van. I haven't got the Knuckle, whatever it's called. It's called the Knucklehead. And I'd love to own the Blimp one day. Maybe one day very soon. But yeah, for 30 quid, this is a great pickup. I love the art on this. How I'm going to display this is I want to get another Raphael, so I can literally have him sat on the cheapskate in front of the box. And I think it's going to look incredible on the shelf. But this isn't our final TMNT pickup this time. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know I love these reuse shops. These are a staple here in Norfolk and are normally at kind of recycling centres or rubbish dumps, and they always sell some of the items which are donated for charity. And I love hunting in these, as you never know what you're going to find. And this is without a shadow of a doubt one of my best finds this year. This vintage Transformers toy from the 80s for just £5, because like I said, you never know what you're going to find at these reuse shops, and honestly, to find this absolutely blew me away. This right here is my best toy find in the wild of 2025. Now, as soon as I saw this in the most random of places, in that reuse shop in Wales next to the sea, I knew I had to pick it up. I paid just £5 for this Transformer. Now, I knew it was a Transformer. I thought it was Grimlock. I haven't tested it. It does require some giant batteries. It is incredibly dirty, but this is what I love about picking up retro toys like this, just cleaning them up and giving them a loving home. As I can see, it is missing a few stickers and the kind of hatch that goes over the battery compartment, but as a dinosaur fan, as a retro fan, not the biggest Transformers fan, but this is a thing of absolute beauty. And as I said, I found this in the wild for just £5. I've tried to do a bit of research on this toy because I don't really know a great deal about Transformers, especially the older ones. Now, I think this is an 80s Transformer. I found some eBay listings that look similar. I have no idea the pricing. I couldn't find any solds, only active listings. But for £5, I'm very happy to give this retro toy a loving home. Which brings us on to our final toy pickup of 2025, and it's going to be quite hard for me to disguise what this one is. It is the original TMNT Playmates blimp, and I never knew how big this blimp was. This was a toy I always wanted when I was younger and never got, and I actually found this on Facebook Marketplace, local to me at a fantastic price. Now the seller was selling 2 of these, £15 each, or both. No, I think they're £20 each, or both for 30. And I was thinking, I really do not have room for 2 blimps. Of course, this is missing a few pieces, but it has like the fins on here. It inflates, but it does slowly deflate over time. The triggers still work, which I think like lowers the turtles. You could probably barely see me over this blimp because this is massive. And I thought, Joe, I haven't got room for 2 blimps, but the price was right. So of course, I had to pick up both blimps, and I actually got both for 25 quid. I'm sure you can see me somewhere behind these. This one is not inflated because I'm going to package this one up and keep it as a spare, because like I say, and the seller did say, both of these do slowly go down over time because they are 40-year-old plastic. But as a child, imagine having this toy. Look at the size of it. I can barely get it in the frame. I'm so excited to finally have this toy. It brings me so much joy just flying it around the games room and literally just being a child again. Just a feeling of nostalgia, because honestly, that nostalgia is what toy collecting is all about, and this one just makes me so very happy. There we have it then, folks. That was our first stop of our big nerd road trip. And our next stop, we'll be back next Saturday live at 5 when we visit Leon C and the Retro Hunter, a shop which has the best of both retro games and retro toys. And trust me, we find some incredible games and toys, and make sure you join me next week for the second part of this epic nerd road trip. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and as always, keep playing the game. See you soon.